school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out. 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on, stand my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy. A crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me, no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions and the Houston Oilers. And we are underway from Houston. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
2nd and 15. Screenplay. Here's ETN. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Okay, ready? Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. So you look at this situation and the relocation, it's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
How about that stuff right there? Got into the backfield, spilled him for a loss. An excellent illustration of why they've been so good.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He finds Jayden Reed. Touchdown, Houston. Jayden Reed, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Oilers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
9 yards on the play and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They run a draw here on 2nd down, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. And they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
It is so difficult to run the ball against that defensive front. They make short gains like that feel like 10 to 15-yard runs. Everything's an effort.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Throwing. Love. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Off the play fake, Love. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Oilers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. Looks like he can win every battle.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Okay, go steal.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, Love to pass. Left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener It makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And is going to slide down and pick up the first. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A second down throw for Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Let's go now. Hey, go Fury.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Oilers are able to add on to their first half lead. Oh, this is blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. Flush to his right. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm and then rip off a huge gain like this with his legs. A championship effort from that man under center.
Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go bootleg. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready?
2nd and 1 now from the 21. On play action. Love to throw. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a...
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. They'll set up a throw. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a 2nd and 6. Love now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready, go. Ready, ready.
Love looking to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down, Detroit.
They'll look to throw again. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mike Williams, 31 yards. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And the Lions first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Eluding the pressure right. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7th. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks.
Under pressure, they got him again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
At their own 41-yard line.
Right there. Puro bloqueo.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ultra. Go ultra. Cut.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Okay, break.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Blaster.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Yellow. Zoom. See the goal line. Like you've been here before. Don't mean stop. Let's go. Take it to the end zone, fellas. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to fake take it. He wants to throw it here. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So they elect to pass up on the field goal here that would have given them the lead late, Charles. They must have thought they had a play up their sleeve that would work. I guess they did. They got it.
They did. Exactly. I'm with you on that one. They felt confident in that play. They may have also looked at their defense and said, let's not put them back out there in this situation anymore. Let's bleed this clock down even further. And even if they do have to kick the field goal or attempt it again, at least now they don't have to play as much defense.
Down.